Have I got a reality check for you, my friends? We're all chasing dreams, climbing career ladders, building families and fortunes. But underneath all the daily hustle, are you truly fulfilled? Or are you simply going through the motions, caught in a cycle of chasing external gratification that never quite satisfies? What if I told you there's an ancient manual for injecting unshakable purpose and soul-quaking wisdom into your modern life? I'm talking about the timeless teachings of Stoicism, the life-guiding philosophy that kept Marcus Aurelius grounded as an emperor and Seneca resilient through exile. These profound insights from ancient Greece and Rome might sound dry and academic. But stick with me, because I'm about to blow the dust off this 2,000-year-old wisdom and repackage it into an adrenaline shot for your mindset and existence. You see, the core of Stoicism is a blazing awareness that while we can't control every aspect of our circumstances, we have supreme authority over how we respond. The philosophies of the Stoics aren't about preaching inaction or wallowing in victimhood. Quite the opposite. They're an electrifying call for us to cultivate resilience, strength, and a sense of personal power in the face of anything life throws our way. 1. Living your day-to-day with intention. Let's start with a harsh truth. So much of our daily routine is dictated by mindless habit rather than conscious intention. We hit snooze for the third time when we know we'll feel sluggish later. We procrastinate and squander hours scrolling social media. We snap at our loved ones over inconsequential frustrations. The Stoics would urge us to pause, take a step back, and inject intentionality into each breath. Because every action, every spoken word, every stray thought is a choice that shapes our character and reality. When you choose to embrace presence over operating on autopilot, that's a Stoic power move. 2. Never let emotions rule you. We're emotional creatures by nature. Anger, sadness, elation. These feelings are important signposts that add richness to the human experience. But in excess, they can cloud your judgment and lead us astray. The philosophy of Stoicism teaches us to rule over our emotions rather than be enslaved by them. It's about maintaining a calm detachment from external circumstances that trigger volatile reactions. Feelings come and go, but you always have the choice to respond with logic, grace, and wisdom. 3. Stoic productivity. Living with purpose. How much of your daily energy gets siphoned into tasks, relationships, or commitments that don't truly light you up? The Stoics believed that aligning our efforts with our deepest values and principles is the key to living with profound purpose. It starts with clearly defining what matters most, whether that's creative ambitions, cherished relationships, or contributing to a cause greater than yourself. From there, it's about ruthlessly eliminating anything stealing your time and focus from those priorities. Every small, intentional choice to honor your true calling is Stoicism in action. For Stoic mindset shift, see challenges as opportunities. Let's be real, life doesn't always go as planned. Roadblocks, detours, and full-on dead ends are inevitable. But do you see them as defeating obstacles or launching pads for growth? The Stoics would urge us to embrace our challenges, not resist them, because those disappointments, failures, and gut punches have the power to refine our character and cultivate our grit if we choose to alchemize them into wisdom. It's not about suppressing the sting of setbacks. It's about flexing your perspective-taking muscles and developing mental armor that can withstand anything. 5. The gift of discomfort. Build resilience by choice. Speaking of discomfort, let's talk about one of the most transformative mindset shifts the Stoics can offer. Making tiny choices to voluntarily push past your comfort zone, no matter how inconvenient or awkward. Yep, I'm talking about willingly subjecting yourself to cold showers, fasting, intensive exercise, uncomfortable conversations. Anything that trains your tolerance for adversity. Sounds intense, right? That's the point. By purposefully cultivating resilience and grit through incremental challenges, you become bulletproof in the face of the inevitable difficulties life brings. You'll stop catastrophizing and start welcoming growth opportunities in disguise. 6. Start showing up in your relationships. Stoicism isn't just an individualistic philosophy. It deeply emphasizes nurturing genuine connections with community, friends, and loved ones. The Stoics believed strong relationships were foundational to lasting well-being and fulfillment. So if you've been phoning it in lately, perpetually distracted or staying emotionally walled off, now's the time to start truly showing up. Prioritize quality time free of digital detractors. Practice deep, empathetic listening without judgment. Approach every interaction with generosity of spirit. When you invest in relationships through a stoic lens, unbreakable bonds flourish. 7. Embrace tranquility. Let go of what you can't control. Despite our fiercest efforts, so much of life remains maddeningly out of our control. A difficult coworker's attitude, the weather, the daily curveballs and chaos that derails our plans. But here's where the Stoics can offer you priceless equanimity, the ability to stay calm and grounded amid any circumstance. The key is radical acceptance that you cannot dictate every outcome, but you can control how you react to turbulence. By focusing your energy solely on the aspects within your sphere of influence, you bypass unnecessary anxiety. It's the ultimate freedom and path to tranquility.
8.
Value internal over external validation. In the social media hall of mirrors we're constantly bombarded with, it's easy to lose touch with our inherent self-worth. We become dependent on likes, shares, accolades, and praise to feel valued and visible. But the Stoics believe true validation has to come from within. Put another way, no amount of external fanfare or accomplishments can fulfill you if you don't anchor your identity and esteem in your own actions, ethics, and principles first. Think about it. All the luxuries, popularity, and titles in the world felt empty for Marcus Aurelius without his Stoic virtues as an unshakable foundation. 9. Develop an eternal mindset. With all of modern society's dizzying pace and pressures, it's easy to start sleepwalking through life, trapped in cycles of restlessness or discontent that blind us to what really matters. But the Stoics were masters of what's called memento mori, meditating on the fact that our time is severely limited to pierce through the fog. When you start viewing each day as a finite gift to be cherished, it's impossible to stay on autopilot. Every choice takes on more weight because you're forced to consider the legacy you'll leave. Does your minute-by-minute existence reflect your highest values and priorities? The Stoics would argue it's this eternal mindset that unlocks living deeply and without regret. As you can see, I'm not just offering you a bunch of lofty philosophical theories to ponder in the abstract. The Stoic path provides tangible frameworks for transforming how you approach every breath with intention, resilience, and personal power. We're all going to encounter turbulence, setbacks, and emotional cyclones throughout our lives. That's inevitable. But with the armor of Stoicism, you can remain unwavering and use those very obstacles as stepping stones to deeper meaning and fulfillment. You don't have to take my word for it. Titans like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus stood unwavering through unimaginable trials, guided by this ancient wisdom. And their resilience, grit, and self-mastery were powerful enough to shape societies and stand the test of millennia. So what pearls of insight resonate with you most from the Stoic tradition? What challenges are you facing in your life right now that these philosophies could provide crucial reinforcement for? I want to hear your personal reflections. If you're craving more tangible tactics to start embodying Stoic ideals, drop a comment and let me know. I'm fired up to explore how we can take this ancestral knowledge and alchemize it into modern-day medicine for the soul. But for now, I'll leave you with this final ember to fuel your transformation. In every present moment, you have the power to choose how you'll react and who you'll become. That's the highest freedom a human can attain. And the luminous Stoics offer you the compass to make that freedom your reality. Stay curious, stay committed to growth, and lean into life's difficulties with open arms, because your greatest challenges contain the seed of your ultimate becoming.